Welcome to the CrossFit 845 app. I'm going to give you a pretty cool tour on everything this app can do and how it can enhance your training, how it can enhance your nutrition, and kind of give you that edge that you didn't have before with other apps. This is kind of like an all-in-one. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how do we find and make these macros, all right? So in order for me to actually make these, I need to go down to my meal plan. All of these are already populated, but how do they get here? I'm going to click up here in the right-hand corner to regenerate, or yours, if you're going on it for a first time, is going to be for create a smart meal plan. You're going to click show profile up here. I set mine on 2,000 calories a day. I believe that that's the amount of calories I need for sustainability and high energy. You have the choice to do your macro split down here. You can do balance where it's 30, 40, 30, low carb, 30, 20, 50. Low fat, you can see the protein is higher, but the fat is lower. Carbs remain the same. High protein, which I'm on, is 40% protein, 30 carbs, and 30 fat. I need this fat to create my hormones and give me shiny skin, teeth, hair, and nails. So I need the fat in that. I'm going to come down here and it's going to tell me how many meals a day. So for me, it's 3 meals a day. But somebody who has had bariatric surgery or having another issue, maybe 6 meals a day is it, or 5 meals a day. For my sample days for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going to pick 7 days. Dietary preference. Now, this is where you create your meal plan. You can do vegan, vegetarian eggs okay, vegetarian dairy okay, vegetarian eggs and dairy okay, pescatarian, or even paleo. But if it's no preference, which is my no preference, I eat anything that I want, and I don't have any allergens, which are down here, which would need to be excluded, then no preferences. Over here, you can see my age, sex, height, my activity level. You all know I'm very active. My current weight, which I'd like to get a little higher. It broke it down here, which my basal metabolic rate, which came off of my in-body scan, was 1180. Those are the amount of calories I need every day for perfect homeostasis to have my organs healthy and sustained all day long with no issues. Down here, my total daily energy expenditure, this is telling me I need 2,036 calories to meet the goals that we saw in my macro split. And then if I wanted to lose weight or gain weight, this is where I would do this. This is where I put full control into my hands. If I wanted to lose a half a pound a week, it would take off 250 calories a day. If I wanted to lose a pound per week, which is not realistic, it would take off 500 calories a day. But know that if you're doing stuff like this, you're taking calories away. Calories are your energy. If you take your energy away, your vitality, the way you operate every day is going to be a little bit lower on the energy level. You might not be feeling so good. For those of you that just want to maintain your weight, you wouldn't take any calories away. For those of you like myself that want to gain weight, I want to gain muscle mass. So I'm going to put on gain about half a pound per week, which doesn't really happen. You don't gain half a pound of muscle a week. You don't gain, that's not realistic. So make sure that when you're doing this, that you're being realistic. Maybe ask a nutrition coach so that we're not harming ourselves in the long run. So anyway, my goal is to gain weight, but I'm going to be smart about the weight that I gain. So it's going to add 250 calories, and you can see my daily caloric goal is 2,286. So I'm going to say, okay, go ahead and regenerate. And I'm going to replace my existing nutrition goal. And then we have all of our meals here. My favorite part of this app is this. It actually shows you how to cut, cook, and what the meal should actually look like. You can see that it's going to tell you any allergens that it has way ahead of time, prep time cooking, generous macros, extremely generous macros, and of course, options for serving 1 and up to 20 if you're serving for your meal prep or for the whole family. Ingredients that you can send right to the printer. On your end, it's going to say print, and you're going to hit that, and it's going to go right to your printer if it's hooked up, as well as written instructions. Say you're like, ew, Christina, gross, tofu scramble with rice. Disgusting. I'm going to change that. You can on yours. Let's say creamy Parmesan oatmeal, even worse. But I'm going to change it to that, so I'm going to swap it out. And then it's going to automatically come right up on. See, it's going to show us our allergens, generous macros again. It's going to give us a video on how to cook it. What it looks like while it's cooking. When to add what. And how to serve. as if this app couldn't get any more perfect. So usually the way they have it is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But if you're like, oh, I want snacks, you go right up here to this button to swap out, go to the filter. You'll see breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I'm going to pick snacks. I'm going to take that off. And again, all of our dietary preferences, as well as our allergens being excluded. And of course, my favorite part, the tags for high fiber, one pot, instant pot, slow cooker, smoothies, simple meals, no cooking, right? Really awesome. So I'm just going to hit snacks just to kind of show you what it looks like. We'll get around dinner snacks, right? Supreme breakfast tacos, all kinds of different things. Wow, Mexican tostados. That's pretty cool. Say I don't like that and it populated. Again, I'm just going to swap that out and put my Mexican tostados there. I don't like that. No problem. Let's put on something good that maybe I'll actually eat. Ooh, look at this. Herb chicken. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. Now, this is something great. Shows you how to make the chicken, when to put the seasoning on. Great. Gluten and meat contains the allergens. Prep 5, cooking 10 minutes. Generous macros. Look at that, 70 protein. That's pretty cool. And then, as you can see, we go back over here to my dash. My meal plan was updated. All right, so now I'm going to show you the most significant part of this app. It puts the keys back into your hand when it comes to the results that you're driving to get. Every morning, we're going to open this. Nothing's going to be there. We're going to go ahead and hit that plus sign. It's going to bring up that, and we're going to hit meal. We're going to skip the photo. We're going to come up here, and we're going to start adding some eggs. See the serving size? It only has one, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll and get 3 because that's an adult serving, and that's what I had this morning. I'm going to hit that blue button and continue to add the rest of my breakfast. Once you get going, you'll have a lot of saved foods. As you can see, I have my Okios Pro that I have every day. I'm going to make sure the serving is correct, and I'm going to go ahead and hit that blue button. That logs it, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the rest of the food that I had throughout the day. I don't see raspberries, so I'm going to type that up in there. I had that inside my yogurt. Raspberries raw, perfect. I'm going to make sure the serving size is accurate. There are so many different serving sizes in here, and if you don't hit the right one, it can throw your macros and micros off and not give you an accurate picture that you're looking for. Again, so many different kinds. Just make sure that you're reading how much you're actually eating and logging. Great, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the rest of my breakfast. I know I had coffee, so I'm going to hit that. And I also had a little bit of cream and half with it as well. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to review to make sure that I logged everything because just want to be accurate. I'm going to go up here, and once I've logged everything, I'm going to hit this review button. Yep, everything's good. Review. And see, the time that I hit it in was lunchtime. I want to hit that for breakfast. The time that you put your meals in, it will automatically hit it. So if you put everything in at night, it's going to hit it all for dinner. So let's add my snack that I had after I worked out. I had a Fairlife shake and an apple. Let's see, do I not have... I have an apple, so I'm going to hit that. It was 1 medium, so that's accurate. But I don't really see any Fairlife that I had in the past, so I'm going to go on up here to the search bar and I'm going to type that in. I'm going to scroll around and see what best resembles what I had, and I'm going to hit that blue button. See how it hits it for lunch? So I'm going to log it for snack. And then it's logged. You can log anything, activity, workout, meals, do your own pictures if you want. Let's take a deeper look at what I've logged. I'm going to look at, I've eaten 111, so this is what I have remaining to eat for the day. Also my micros, my fiber, uber important, as well as my sodium that I'm watching, and my added sugars will all be in here. We're going to go back to August 18th because that's one of the last days that I recorded. August 18th, you can see that I set my calories to 2,000, my protein is at 200, carbs are at 150, and fat is at 67. Our macros are right here. If you click on it, you'll be able to see every single thing that I ate throughout the day on the left-hand side. If we come on over here onto the right-hand side, it's going to give us a breakdown of exactly how much I ate and how much would be remaining. But the part that I like the most is the micros. The micros is where we find a lot of our barriers when it comes to our nutrition. Why are we not burning fat as fast? Why are we not gaining muscle? Well, because as you can see, all different kinds of foods in here that are breaking down. For instance, you can see on here, I have no added sugars, 0, right? Although, if you come on up here, you see glucose, dextrose, fructose, maltose, that's all added sugar. Fortunately, this app has given us the power to break those down and see this, as opposed to not seeing anything and just our total sugars for the day. This gives you more of an edge on controlling that. The other thing I want to focus on here is dietary fiber. The minimum for women is 25 to 28 grams, and the minimum for men is 30 to 35. As you can see, I go above and beyond for that. If you come on down here, you can see the rest of the micros. If you're really concentrating on, your saturated fat, your polyunsaturated fat, all of the different fiber, added sugars, and then all the sneaky added sugars that I explained up here, if you're really following stuff like this, then this should really give you an edge up. A little bit more controls to feel more stable. And if you come on down here, you can see I got some workouts here and a warm up. That's for my online program. Or if you're going away or something, your coach can write you a couple of workouts. You can see I'm going to click on this. It's max reps just to kind of give me an idea of where I am. Mountain climbers, hollow body hold, push up, any kind of workout that you and your coach agree on that you want to do can be put in this section, including a warm-up. So for instance, a warm-up, I'm going to click on this box here in the video. It's going to show you exactly how to do the warm-up. So these are inchworm. We do them all the time. You know how to do them. It's going to give us tags of what it works, the body part, and of course, instructions. That's for every single exercise movement that we have in here. We have thousands. We can create any kind of a workout that you need or that you want. Here we get down to, these are my habits. So when I'm home and I'm doing work on the computer, every hour I force myself to get up and do 10 squats an hour. It's going to clear that computer glaze. It's going to give me adrenaline. It's going to work some muscles. And gosh darn believe I'm going to be sitting there with a glass of water, right? Afterwards. And I'm feeling great. We got some endorphins going. It's just, again, clearing the glaze instead of getting up and walking around. Drink half body weight in water. Every time that I click one of these, right, complete, your coach is going to be able to see that. And it's going to go right over here on the side here. Good morning. So if you're doing something with your coach is going to write you in the morning. Your coach is going to talk to you through this. And of course, in the evening, you're going to get messages. Remember, this was for August 18th. I had gone on vacation for a little bit, so I haven't logged. I kind of did some intuitive eating. And if you're interested in that, I'll talk to you more about that. All of our biomarkers are going to go here. Body fat percentage. You can go right on to your progress and all the information that you entered in from this section right here, as you scroll down to your progress, all that information is going to be entered into there, as well as your measurements. So say you want to do measurements in pictures and it's not for your work for the day, you can come up right to this plus sign here and you could click body stats and photos. And then you can add that to the day. See, now we have take progress photos and body stats. Once you enter all of that, you're going to go over here to your progress. And this is where you're going to find all of that information. Body measurements, we can do all different kinds. We can do neck. Of course, we're doing chest, shoulders, bicep, right bicep, left bicep, forearm. Of course, we're doing waist and hips. And then all the extras, left thigh, left calf, right calf. Your nutrition center here, it's going to show you everything that you're tracking, including all the different exercises and sleeps, the cardio activities that you're going to be tracking. You can see that I did this back in August and I did it that day. For you, you should have all these checked off if you're really amping up your training. On that last screen, if things aren't going right, well, now's the time to start making some more goals and habits, right? Just like I taught you in the last one, go right on up here. You're going to look at your current habits. Are they working out for you? If not, you can go on and erase it. So I'm going to click up here and I'm going to delete that because I'm already good with the body water. I don't need to have 1,000 things on my dash telling me to do things that I am already in routine with. Say you want to create a new one. So you're going to come on over here to your goals and habits. We're going to go up here, new habit. So in these habits, there's a bunch of presets and they work really, really well. Eat protein, eat good fats, eat complex carbs, eat vegetables, follow portion guidelines, nutrition, practice slow eating, eating to 80% full, prepare your own meals, active living movement, take a more active route, like parking further out of the parking lot and walking a little bit longer of a walk to the grocery store, making it easier for a workout, something enjoyable, mindfulness, prioritize self-care. That's a big one. Sleep, digital detox before bed, practice a bedtime ritual. We know that sleep is a full-time partner to strength training. It's the yin to its yang. So if we're training, we know that we definitely need to hit the other end and sleep so that our muscles can recover and grow. Say nothing on here is really going to fit you, like it doesn't me right now. I'm going to go on to a custom habit only for Christina. I'm going to click that up here. And one habit that I want to start working on is eating more greens, right? So I'm just going to write eat greens with each meal. I'm going to have it start on today, or the one that we're actually working on right now. So that was August. For 3 weeks. I'm going to change that to 4. I believe that it takes a good 4 weeks to solidify a habit. I know that the research says 2 weeks, but I know myself, and it takes me a good 4 weeks to really burn in a habit that it becomes intuitive on a daily basis. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to do it Monday through Friday, but I'm taking it off Saturday and Sunday because I don't want to make it too overwhelming and tedious for myself. Hopefully, I will be mindful about eating greens on the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm going to go back to my dash. As you can see, it is now populated onto my daily screen is eat more greens. And I'm going to want to click that off every day. Complete. Finished. And if you come on up here, you can see habit progress. Pretty cool. It's not really. It should be clicked here. But as I get going back, things will be more scheduled. I was on vacation, like I said. Okay, so we're going to go back to our dash. And as you can see here, all the way on our right side is everything that you've been doing with your app. You can kind of go back. So like, let's say, oh, July 10th, looks like I added 3 meals. I was doing really good in July and I saw a lot of results. What was I eating? Like, what were the things that I ate? So I'm going to go back to July and I'm just going to go over the things that I ate. Every day it's going to show me each meal that I put in. And then I'm going to come on over here to my macros and see how I did with my macros. Again, we have the glucose, dextrose, fructose, maltose, low, very low, but that always comes from processed foods. If you want your nutrition coach to actually find where it's coming from, ask one of us, we'll look in there. Again, fiber is one of the major things that we look at, as well as your sodium. We want sodium to be around 12 to 1600, really nothing more. And see, I just almost went over it. It's easy if you're eating whole foods. It's hard if you're eating processed, just to keep your sodium low. So looks like I was eating pretty good, right? You would just go back to that. Say you want to add your own workout. You would come on up here. Say like, oh, I want to do my own workout. Come on up here. You click workout and you might have a training program set up depending on what program that you're doing or what you're doing with your trainer. Or if you want to build your own WOD, go ahead. Right? So you click on build your own WOD, workout of the day, regular, circuit, interval. We would start with, let's do high knees to start with to kind of stretch out a little. You would type that in there and then it's going to show you. You would just bring this right down. And again, like I said, every single movement that we have here, it's going to show you a video on how to do it. And of course, give you your points of performance over here, right? And that would carry on. Say once you're done with high knees, you're done with the warm up, you're going to add a rest. You can go ahead and time your rest, right? However you want to. And then say you're going to get into benching afterwards, right? So let's get into bench press. All different kinds of ways that you can do a bench press. Again, it's going to show you exactly how to do it, give you the points of performance, and of course, the different muscle groups that it's working. Either you would make these yourself or your coach would have these made up for you. And then just say you want to save it, say that's it, right? And then we're going to add it to your workout today. Now we're going to scroll. It looks like we did the workout of the day. Let's click on it. And then you would just start. You would do your workout and that's how it would go. It'll have a timer as it counts down. It'll show you the things that you need for it. Enter your stats, right? Set 1. But we're really more into like the bench pressing, like how many sets did we do and how many pounds? Say we did five sets of, I don't know, let's say 75 pounds, right? And then so we would save that. And then it's just something that you can continue like with your stats and stuff like that as you're going along and you're working out and stuff like that.